Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Another beautiful morning, can you believe it? Alright, well, we got a lot of stuff to do today, so let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? Time for a customary Bach bar. Well, let's get down to brass tacks. Man, I woke up tired this morning. I got like a normal amount of sleep. I feel like more stuff should be done later in the day. Waking up early just sucks so bad. I think today I'm going to focus mainly on the Siciliana and the Adagio, and just try to make some progress in those, but then we'll do all the stuff we already know in the second half. Maybe we'll watch a masterclass, we'll see how I'm feeling in the moment, and I decided last night I kind of want to take this time to maybe like answer some questions, just because I've been getting more comments and stuff, but I don't really have any new questions to answer, so if you have any questions, they don't have to be good. They can be good questions too. I don't know how well I'll be able to answer them. Just ask whatever you want, and maybe I'll answer it during this segment. Yeah, alright, well. Wow, did I just make it? I didn't even, think about it. Nice. Alright, today's gonna be a good one. We can pretty much go ahead and jump into it. So, let's jump into it. Back to the old grind. So, I'm going to work on the Bach first, of course. I said Siciliana. I'm gonna warm up with the fugue. You know how it is. But alright, I'll see you on the other side. Well, I've been working on all the Bach for a while, so let me play what I have for you. I have about the first half of the Siciliana. Here is what that sounds like. Alright, and that was a Siciliana. I might try that one more time. We haven't seen Zander in a while. Maybe we should see how he's doing. I believe he only has one masterclass that's of guitar, and it's Bach. It's not the Bach that we're playing though, but it could be one that we play in the future. I have seen a little bit of this. There is a very obvious thing going on. You'll see what I mean. Have you guessed what it is yet? But also, he kind of started that way. He could have tuned. He was definitely out of tune when he started. Woo! Everyone's like, this is what the guitar sounds like? Oh, God. I know in this kind of situation, because I've been here before, I would be in there just trying to not die of laughter, and it would be really inappropriate. There have been 2 times in my life where I couldn't stop laughing in recitals. One of them, I was in middle school, and it was a tuba solo. So you can imagine, I could not help myself. I was in middle school, though. And then the other time, it was a Baroque recorder concerto. And the recorder was just a solid, half a semitone out of tune. It was just completely out, but they just went through the whole thing. And by the end of it, I was dying. It was comically out of tune. So those are the 2 times where I couldn't contain myself. This would maybe be one of them. It's worse when you're really not supposed to laugh, when you get in trouble or something. I'm very immature, if you haven't noticed that. See, that's a thing with like classical conventions. He feels uncomfortable to just stop and just be like, hey guys, sorry, I'm out of tune. Let me tune, and then I will play this Bach for you. But for some reason, we just have to like grit our teeth and just bear it. Like, nobody enjoys that. Nobody in the audience likes it. He doesn't like it. He's really uncomfortable. I don't know. I feel like if I was ever in this situation, I would just stop and just tune. And now we have to sit through this. Yeah. Woo! Crunchy. Those chords have some hair to them. Those are some hairy chords. Oh, Zander, look at him. It's just like, what in the... Have you ever seen Zander so stoic? Like, Xander's known for, like, interrupting people mid-performance. Why not just, like... I really think that he's just punishing him for not tuning. Also, got some straggly strings there. What's the deal with that, man? You gotta clean that up for the Zander. That was a classy move right there. Just for the last chord, you know? You did your best, man. You saved the bass note, and I appreciate that. You saved that one. And you bent the string just to make it a little sharp. I can't say you didn't try. Zander made you suffer. Let's see what he has to say.
It's really astonishing that you can take a group of people who've walked in off the street randomly or driven long distance, and in a matter of seconds, you can change their entire mood, their sense of who it is to be alive, how it is to be alive, just by a few notes of Bach. Bach can do that. You know, Casals, the great Spanish cellist, began every morning of his life, without fail, sitting at the piano, playing Bach.
Whoa, I might spend every morning like that too. I always start with Bach.
You're a wonderful musician, and it's a real pleasure to listen to you, and I've almost nothing to say to you. One thing I recommend, and I don't...
One thing I recommend, sir, tune your instrument.
care how long it takes you, tune carefully.
It doesn't take that long to tune a guitar. I don't care if it takes you all day. Tune that thing, and tune it well.
And change the strings last night.
Right, yeah, all of those things.
Yeah, that'll do it, man. Change the strings last night. You can break in strings, like, in a day. You can do it, but you have to go through a long practice session to really do it. And, I mean, I usually do it. If I change them in the morning, by the time nighttime comes around, they'll be pretty broken in. If I put in, like, 4 or 5 hours. So, you know.
Don't arrive late, all those things. This is a real wake-up call for you, because it's a great privilege for you to have these extraordinary people. They've come a long way to hear you, and get there early, an hour early. My harpist, the harpist of the Boston Philharmonic, arrives 1 hour before every rehearsal.
And that's for a harp. All you gotta do is dun 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 dun. Doesn't matter how long it takes you to tune that guitar. It could take you a year. Get there a year early.
So you knew it was out of tune, and they knew it was out of tune.
Exactly. It's like, you didn't enjoy that. They didn't enjoy that. Kind of my language here.
For you, and you suffered. So eliminate that from your life for the rest of your life, all right? Never get into a position of playing when the instrument is out of tune. Whatever it takes. End of that story. The genius of Bach's music is that it's played on one instrument, but there are many instruments present.
The guitar is an orchestra. That's some Segovia talk right there.
There's a cellist playing. And you don't...
Oh, that's how a cello sounds, right?
Play the bass as if you were an individual bass player. That's one thing. And the other thing is, since it's a plucked instrument, the danger is that it becomes vertical. Well, you know that, and you're making lines. But if you were playing the flute, it would be easier.
Oh yeah, if you're playing anything, it would be easier. The danger with guitar. Yeah, the danger. Is that appealing? Is that cool? Do you think I'm cool?
If you can think of those two things, and they're like this, they're different things. Right? One of them is going whoa for the bass, and the other
Has Zander ever heard a cello before?
Could you do a little bit more of that and tune the instrument before we go?
For God's sakes, tune your instrument. Now let's see how well this guy can tune under pressure, because right now he's on the clock. He's like, all right, Zander's talking, I gotta tune. He's using like harmonics and stuff to tune. I would have whipped my phone out if I were him. Look at Pano Tuner. All right, let's see how he does.
Very great. He demanded enormous amounts of rehearsal, scandalous amounts of rehearsal, jealous-making amounts of rehearsal. And I heard him tune the London Symphony Orchestra. He spent 15 minutes tuning the bass section. Imagine what that cost. He wouldn't. No. He went on and on and on. And they complained bitterly. But then they told me, the colleagues, they said, we've never sounded this well in tune. All right, beautiful.
Dude, Zander's cello sound is insane. I cannot get over how not like a cello...
It's launching. It's like launching a journey or the pillar for a building, a huge arc. It's going to go all the way from here right to the end of the piece. Ooh, that's better. Imagine you wanted to sell your guitar and sell it for more than you paid for it. Actually, more than it was worth. All right, and it all depended on that note. Ooh, yes, I'll give you a little extra. Yeah, a little extra. Come on, still more. Look, you see, she went like that. Like that. Right, now the secret for the flute is to make this one line. Yes.
Unfortunately, because you have to sit down to play guitar, you can't like make us go on a journey. But he's doing a really good job seated.
Back to D, and then back to D. By now, the audience is saying, "Does he have any other notes?" And then he says, "Yes, I have this D." Right. And then I'm going to go to the C sharp. That's going to be a real event.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all about
Oh, dude, that's going to be insane when he hits that C sharp after all those Ds.
D and D, to D, G, C, to B, and now to A. That's an important one because that's the dominant. So all of that is moving to the dominant. Right?
So, I'm excited to see what Zander does to him. See how Zander whips him into shape. Alright, but it's time for me to work on my music. So, I'm gonna go back to the piano bench. See you there. Back to the old grind. I might start with the soar today. Just slow practice it, and then do the Bach. This will probably be a shorter one, because I feel like I've been working on those pretty hard. Especially the Bach, the fugue. Let's get into it. I'll see you there. Okay, I know it's early, but I'm getting pretty hungry, and I'm ready to call it here. Let me show you what I've been doing. Yeah, so as far as the soar goes, I really just said hi to it and just played through the whole thing. And for the Bach, I've mainly just been working on this thing. Because that's the weakest part, I feel like. Well, I'll just play everything I have, so. So just trying to get all that down. This part here. That's so hard. Oh. me do all that again. Yeah, I scratched the last chord. Alright, but I think that is enough for this morning practice session. So, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed that. We covered a lot of interesting stuff today. We started a new Zander masterclass, and that's always fun. You know, worked on a lot of Bach in the morning, as always. So, if you enjoyed all that, you know, subscribe, like, leave a comment, you know, ask a question if you want one answered in the beginning. Alright, well, I'll see you tonight.